Blog Talk Radio.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walk in His ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking His Ways, Impact Voice, broadcasting you live once again from my city, my hometown of Mobile, Alabama. I hope everybody's having a great morning so far. First of all, I want to give honor to God for allowing us to see another day, because without Him, we wouldn't even be standing here this morning. So I do want to thank everybody for tuning in to another edition of Walking This Way. We had a great interview yesterday with Miss Brianna Austin, awesome young lady who's doing great things, extraordinary things in the city. And I have another person that's here on live with me this morning. She's doing extraordinary things as well. She's been a good friend of mine since 2009, and she continues on being successful more and more day after day, year after year. And, of course, she's a school teacher. We'll get into all that this morning. So I'm going to put my guest in, of course, and I want to say, Shay, welcome to Impact Voice.
Well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you, and thank you for taking time out to be the schedule, to be a part of the broadcast, of course. And we're going to get into this interview. So the listeners, I know a lot of people have been supporting you since we've been promoting the show this week, and also the people that get the chance to know you for the first time as well also. So we're going to get into this interview. So my first question is, who is the woman behind Shay or Matt Florence?
Well, I come from a real tight-knit family. I grew up, old school with my grandparents, my mom. I had dedicated uncles and aunts or whatnot. I always been a positive person. I'm always happy. And when you have that as a family growing up, it tends to, rub off on you. And I thank God, for growing up and being the person that I am. I owe it all to Him. It's all unto Him.
Yeah, because I know you said old school and close-knit family. And a lot of times we don't see that no more. We don't see the closeness of family like we used to growing up. Families are mostly divided, but you had that support all your life, and it got you to this point today in your life.
Yes.
Of course, with the help of God, so that's the main important thing, of course. I know you grew up in Prichard. We know Prichard's known for its negativity with crime and things of that nature. How was your experience growing up in Prichard?
Well, as you know, I grew up in Prichard, Alabama, in like the little small town of Whistler. And yes, I went to the rough schools in Prichard, but as a kid growing up, I always wanted to do good. I always wanted to make something of myself because that's what I saw growing up. The environment that I was around, I didn't let it affect me or whatnot. I always tried to be, such a good person. But yes, some people tend to, let the environment change them, and they want to stay and be negative and things of that nature. But growing up, I say yes, I saw some very, enduring things. But my family, like I said, helped me through my process or whatnot. And sometimes it just is what it is. You really have to stay prayed up.
And I totally agree, because we got to pray without ceasing. And my next question is, last year you got Teacher of the Year in 2018. When you got that award, what was your feeling when you noticed that you got Teacher of the Year for the longest you've been a teacher?
Oh, it was very unexpected because it was really my coworkers who voted me and, wanted me to be Teacher of the Year. And I always was thinking, I'm teaching, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But it was a dream come true for me. And I know not trying to toot my horn or anything, but I work hard. I'm dedicated to teaching, and I want my kids to succeed. And I'm always around schools, helping other teachers with a smile on my face, because without one another, we would not be who we are. We would not succeed. And as my duty, I try to impact all my kids as well as my colleagues and the parents.
And that's
I really,
awesome.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I was excited. I mean, I'm not. I was so excited of being, teacher of the year, because, there are some teachers that have been there, longer than me and teaching longer than me. But for me, I went in headstrong, doing what I was supposed to do. I listened to other teachers. I wasn't that type of teacher to be like, know everything. I am open to new ideas, and I'm always continuing to learn, just like I am now. So basically, it was more of my coworkers and parents and my kids. My kids, I love them. I really, really do.
And I know it takes a special person. Man, I want to be a teacher. And I think I had a book by Barack Obama. He was saying he thinks school teachers need at least start school teachers off at $100,000 a year, because y'all do the most work than anything. Y'all deserve that, because y'all do really put in work with a lot of our students here in our country.
It's
and
challenging. Yeah, it's challenging.
And my next question is.
It is. Yes, sir.
Then my next question is, did you always want to be a school teacher? Because I noticed in your bio, you got a bachelor's in criminal justice. So was it either a teacher or a lawyer? Which one you wanted to be the most?
I graduated from high school, going to school to be a lawyer. I had made it in my mind that I was going to be a lawyer. I had went to grad school, so I have a law degree. But at the same time, I was a single parent. So, I was working, and I started substituting. And I was like, around these kids, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, that's not what I wanted to do. But I was still working, trying to provide for me and my son. So as the years came along, I started enjoying it. And the lady that I worked with, I love her to death. Her name is Tanja Turner. She was a seasoned teacher. She had been teaching for like 25 years, very hands-on, creative teacher. So I worked with her in pre-K, and everything she did, she would always, come here, Shamika, let me teach you this, let me show you what to do. Okay, I'm like, okay, let me try. So she got sick one time, and I was like all by myself. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So I just poured my heart into it, and I couldn't leave those babies. I couldn't leave them. So I started to do what I had to do. And so from that moment on, I knew teaching was my passion. But God had put it in my heart that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So the principal at the school that I was working with, she came to me and she told me, you will make a very good teacher. Because I was on my way to going to get my master's degree in law. So when she told me that, I went and got my master's degree in early child elementary. And from that moment on, I have been teaching, and I love it.
And that's what's important. Waking up every morning, doing the things you love, and that's really real work when you actually go out and do something that you really love to do. And my next question is, well, being a kindergarten teacher, what is your number one goal in making your students successful with this upcoming school year?
My number one goal is to teach kids the way they want to learn. Everyone learns different. I have 20 kids, 20 different personalities. Everybody does not learn the same way. So as a teacher, I have to find things to do to help them succeed in learning. If they can't learn this way, yes, I have to fix my instruction and my curriculum and teach them the way they know how to do it. First week of school, doing kindergarten, yes, it's a job. My kids, they have anxiety attacks, but I'm there for them. I have to let them believe in trust in me. And my goal, my academic goal for my kids, I set my expectations very, very high. Very high. By the end of it, I want them to have meet all their standards, all their goals. And I'm always telling my kids when they leave here, when somebody asks them who was your teacher, please say Mrs. Florence, because they are going to be very happy of who your teacher was.
And I can just hear in your voice, Shay, how much you love what you're doing, the passion, and that's the most important thing. That's why I love having people here on Impact Voice. You know, it's the extraordinary things. Simple people doing extraordinary things. And I love about it, giving everybody the opportunity, because you are doing great things, because you are a teacher, and that's very important in the educational system. And I encourage parents to help y'all because, you know, I met you at the schools. I met you at John Will, and I know it's really tough because you have to play. You have to do the teacher's role, and you have to do a parent's role. And I just really encourage the parents to help y'all because they want to say, well, my child is failing because this one teacher has to deal with this problematic child. So that's why a lot of students don't get a lot of things. What do you say about having the parents more involved more and more in their child education?
Well, with me, as involved the parents, it is some that you're not gonna ever talk to, not gonna ever see, but I don't give up. I do not give up. I'm gonna constantly try to form a relationship with those parents because I need them also in the kids' life because I'm only having them a certain period of throughout the day. Then they have to go home. So it's very important that I form a relationship with the parents in a very good way. I also want them to believe in me, and I want to believe in them too because without us together, I mean, we need structure and consistency, and that would make their kids and my students successful.
And I believe you 100% with that partnership, that one accordness, and I just believe for that. And it is, and you know what I'm saying, it is happening, and it really is happening. And my last question, I ask my guests this all the time. I look at Proverbs 22:1. It says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. What legacy you want to leave for others to learn from?
Oh, I want to leave, like my name, I want to leave good and positive things. As a professional and in my career, I always talk about modeling and being a great role model. Kids need to grow up and they need to see good people and positive things going on around them. Not always the negative that's always on TV or whatnot. And my legacy I want to leave, I want my kids to endure, that their mama's out here doing something that she loves and she want to continue, and I want them to grow up and also be the same way. Like I have a 17-year-old and I have a 5-year-old, boys, and it's growing up as men, men have it harder than most of us, than females. So, I want them to grow up and know about me and can talk about all the good things and what I taught them and things like that.
And that's good, Mike. So you got two boys, and we know that boys have the roughest, especially minorities. We have, stripe. They have one stripe against you, because you're black. But being a mother and having two boys, I know you praying for them. I know you really supporting them. Because I know you had your son's football game on yesterday. So getting into the sports with your children and stuff like that. What that experience is like, being a sports mom and everything else. I know it keeps you busy.
Oh yes, I stay busy, and I continue to have regular chats and conversations, especially with my oldest son. So he won't get caught up in the things that these other kids are doing because he's gonna have friends that do this and do that, and you always have to stay prayed up. You will only pray for your kids and hope they don't endure the negative things that's going around. But I truly enjoy, all the hobbies, all the basketball games, all the football games as a mom. my oldest boy enjoy basketball. As you know, I play basketball, and this little one here has me going 24 hours. He loves everything. And so I benefit from it. Yes, I'm getting my daily workout, my going and going every day, and I really enjoy it. You know, you have to support your kids and everything they do because they learn. Some kids just don't have anybody, you know, to support them throughout the day, and it can take on you mentally. So my kids are happy, and I'm happy, and I'm just ready and buckled down for whatever the season has coming.
I know, right? And like I said, children, they're the next generation. They are our future. I don't have any myself, but I have a brother who's just graduated from Baker. He just turned 19, and he loved basketball. So I helped him know he wanted to try for this team they got going there in Mobile. So I took care of that for him, and I have a niece and nephew, both of them in the 6th grade. So I understand it, and I want them to be on the right path because I work at the jail. You know that, and when I'm seeing our young people come to jail day after day, and they're facing adult charges, and we gotta stop that. We gotta raise our children because the Bible tells us to raise our children. We gotta raise them in a healthy environment. Right. So I applaud you with motherhood, your career, and do you have any final remarks we have to say before we get out the air?
Well, I applaud you. You know, I've been knowing you a long time. We have been friends a long time, and I just really, really appreciate you having me on your show. I'm so excited. I really thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for doing it. Cause I asked you willing to do it, and that really means a lot because you gave me an opportunity to interview you. And like I said, I really enjoyed the interview. Keep doing what you're doing, Shay. God got you and your family, and I speak many blessings over you and your household for years to come. So keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. And you do the same. I pray that you grow prosperous in every inch of your life. I thank you.
And I appreciate you. We're about to get off the air, ladies and gentlemen. The replay will be up. Just in case you missed it live, it will be up, of course. And Shay, I better send you the replay as well also. So those who missed it, they can go back and listen to it anytime. So I want everybody to have a great day, have a great weekend. We know school's tomorrow for those that got children. So I know you got to get their school stuff ready. I know everybody's going to church and things like that. So y'all have a great day. Spend time with your children. Talk to them. And let them be comfortable talking to you. Don't highlight things from your children. Because the life lesson should be taught at home. It really should be when it comes to life. So, y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next Saturday at 9 o'clock a.m., Lord's willing. Be blessed. Love y'all. Peace.
You are now listening to the most talked about Blog Talk radio station in the universe. Walk in His ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed.